But you know, 20 years back, we had no problem. We are netting in the morning, they used to jump, and they used to be there. Now, most of them are going underneath the modernization ban. It's so difficult. They are learning. And if they are under the ban, then they are not in the net. So, trust me. Pieces are getting into it. Okay, the next is, this will be the last story because time constraint. Don't mind. Sometimes an artist came, this is where I go around for the most part of my life, and she thought she should draw a duck. She was getting ready with her pastels and we stopped. I told her, ma'am, before you start drawing, can I tell you a few words about the duck? She was unhappy. She said, yes. After all, she cannot say no to me in the letter. It's difficult for anyone to say that. Then I told that in the afternoon or around 1 o'clock, the elderly ladies will come out of their houses with, you can see a container, they take it like this and wait. You can see that? These are the containers. They will wade through the pond because it is hardly 3 feet. And they will be really involved in all kinds of jokes and storytelling amongst them. Essentially, the daughter-in-laws are, of course, taken care. You can understand. Well, that is how things are done all over the world. And what they do? They pick snails. The snails are being picked. The owners do not like, or producers do not like snails, because if there is a lot of snail, fishes cannot settle down, cannot take rest. Why is that? Because they will be steamer. Slim human being, the slim fishes are not okay. So their interest is very clear, they should not have snails. And these are the ones who are carrying the snails. Then what are they doing? They are seeing that snail with someone there, waiting. And what would they do with the money, small money they got? They will of course drink a little bit. Nothing wrong. That's the only education allowed by our great city of India. And thereafter, something is still left. They buy things for their granddaughters, grandchildren, and also for the daughter-in-law. Daughter-in-law is waiting. She knows that her mother-in-law is going to come and give something to her. The story is not completed. What would he do with this man? After having crushed it, what is being done? It is a duck field. And what do the ducks do? Maybe they go into the pond, and duck dropping is good for the fish. And the artist said, I am not going to draw, because I work on food. I said, look, I took 2.5 years to draw this picture, and I was not here to allow you to draw this within 15 minutes. It has taken me 2.5 years to draw that, because it doesn't happen, it's really in front of your face. You have to connect it. That's the beauty of ecology anyway. After having connected, everyone finds it very interesting. Generally, it will take 15 minutes to forget after you stop the show. I hope it will be 20 minutes because of this show. I can expect that. Well, interestingly, Calcutta is the cheapest metropolitan city. How many minutes left? You just stopped me, right? 5 minutes? 10 minutes? Okay. Well, I think I will complete with this. Well, Calcutta is the cheapest metropolitan city in India. Very cheap. Calcuttans enjoyed it. Never asked why did it happen. Why did it happen? No, Calcutta is a city that has not developed down the river. It has got two rivers, one to its left and one to its right. Left is the biggest river in the country, that is for the drinking water. And you have got a river on the right for getting away the wastewater. So that is all you find when you buy a flat, whether there is a water to flow and whether there is enough room to let the water go away. So Calcutta has two natural rivers to support your water system. That's not all. You have got a wetland that gives you 10,000 tons of fish per year. And of course 1% conservation. You will say, well, I can also grow food and vegetable. What is the of you? My answer is simple. You do not grow at a distance, which is perhaps so little that it has hardly any impact on the price. Base price at the roots, at the auction. So that has made the city cheapest. I call it ecologically subsidized city. We will all go with it. Calcutta is an ecologically subsidized city. And that's why it is the cheapest city in India, perhaps in the world, I don't know. Because this kind of subsidy is not easily available. You cannot make it, you cannot plan it, you cannot develop it. It just comes with the grace of nature. Okay, am I over? 12,500 hectares. 1,500 hectares. Is she there to really carry it over for me? Or?
刚刚 Dr. Ghosh 他有讲到说，因为他一开始从好奇心讲到知识论嘛，然后他有举几个不同的现在在做保育的方法嘛，那其中一个有讲到说用不同的方式，可是呢是用传统的方法去介入保育，然后另外一个就是他觉得做生态保育感觉很多时候是可以用循环或是连结的概念，比如说刚刚看到的那个蜗牛，然后说有的人会去捉蜗牛，然后去卖掉之后，或者是把蜗牛给压碎，然后喂给池塘里面的鸭子吃，然后鸭子吃完之后，它的粪便又可以变成鱼的食物，他就觉得是这样子生生不息循环。然后最后就讲到加尔各答，它其实是一个它是有2条河的城市，然后其中为什么它那么便宜？因为这个城市它在生态方面其实是有获得一些补助。然后郭老师有问到说那边的湿地的大小应该是12500公顷。
So since I don't have really time, let I get back to what I was trying to say at the end of it. Because I'm struggling for our ministers, and well, you know, ministers always say something and do something else, and that's why they are ministers. It's true anywhere in the world, actually. So I'm not bothered with that. Consistency is the last word for them, pretty sure. That's why you're ministers. Okay. Never mind these comments, but it's true, you know. And at the age of 70, I can afford it. These are the studies that are about what they think, what the local people think about themselves. It's very sad, they don't know anything about this. But they are one of the unique creatures of the world. They do such a beautiful thing that they carry a worldview that is entirely different. I will explain that. Let me get 1 minute. Worldview for us, wellness process, means that wastewater is a pollutant. Always relating, wastewater is a pollutant. Fortunately, they were not all people at all. For them, they took a different carbon route, and they ended up in saying wastewater is a nutrient. This is a different worldview. We do not recognize this, because I talk about one thing, is cognitive apartheid. It's not the apartheid we talk about. It's not about color. It is about our consciousness. Because it is done by such a silly way, you know, after all, they cannot have knowledge to talk about. And so how can they have worldview at all? So this is a cognitive apartheid that is one of the worst enemy of the knowledge of man. I'm very sure. I'm going to write about it. And this apartheid hits us very hard. And many of the ecological knowledge are not recognized, not recorded properly, and not brought into science because of this apartheid itself. What do you And these are fightings going on between intellectuals and the minister. The routine thing. But I thought just last few minutes, can we tempt the minister? Everyone can be tempted. So if you start saying that, no, this is a huge business, man, minister. So I have found it that if I can call it a green heart, instead of talking about ecosystem ecology, anything at all, and the sheer amount of business that lies underneath is huge. And if you can raise it by 3 times, which again I can do it, I can sign for it. It becomes still bigger. Then I can say you can become man, you can become Walter Minister. That can be tempting. So this is the impression that I'm talking so freely here, after I'm talking anyway, that this can be a green heart. I have written this letter to the chiefs. I do not know whether she will read it. She has so many things to do. She is in Germany, if you get her, discussing with industry, industry investment. I don't know what it is, but that is what she is discussing. But one small paper without being signed, send it to her, that you can be a glorious person if you start talking about a green heart, green heart, whatever it is. It brings you money enough. Money is good. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows. And lo and behold, this wetland is really a tremendous business. So that can contest the interest of the real estate. They also love wetlands. We're sure about it. We love wetlands. They also love wetlands. Because they have to create the real estate right over that. Their love for wetlands should not be mistaken. And I don't know whether really and finally I am helping them. Because if overnight they get all the wetlands, they will be at a loss. They don't need that many flats. They cannot sell it. And because I am struggling very hard, their pace is slowed down. I don't know, perhaps I am working for them. I really don't know. Sometimes I ask this question. Very pathetic question though, but I asked it. And so I just have gone, I have changed side. I now am championing greenhouse, which has a lot of business. Don't talk about environment. Don't talk about ecology. Talk about business. So it's not a bad approach, I must say. If anything saves my son, I will do it. Any one of you will do it. Ethically, okay. I am not compromised on ethics. I am only redefining things. There was a time when I defined it as wetland, I got it as abstract space. There is a time now that started, I am declaring it as a green art. I hope I can say it. Thank you.
最后啊，他有讲到说，关于保育啊，其实也是政治的问题。像比如说，我们碰到很多的首长或者是很多的部长，感觉都是言行不一致嘛。然后他有讲到说，还有就是当地的民众对于这件事情要很有意识，也是很重要的，因为大家要对这件事情有胃口、有认知的胃口才行。然后他觉得说，其实也可以去想办法去让这些首长或是部长知道说，其实湿地的保育它不一定只是湿地或是生态本身的问题，或许可以从产业的角度切入，让他们知道说这个其中其实是有一些利多或者有一些利润的，这样子的话其实会比较容易达成我们想要做的目标，不一定要从生态面或是环保面，让他们知道说这是有产业的可能，然后把它变成一个不一定要用湿地保育的包装，可以用比如说绿色枢纽这样子的包装来行销这件事情吧。
那个我用中文跟大家，因为在印度它是人口很多，然后所有的公共设施都很少的，所以加尔各答有刚才1000万人口嘛，那它刚刚有一个筛选那个图所有的废弃物其实都没有处理，那可是它必须要有12500公顷的湿地去做自然的计划。我们国家公园多大样子？Actually, the wetland larger than our national park, you understand? That means, 如果你有这样的地的时候，他其实讲这个运用传统智慧、传统方法。刚刚看到有没有那个鸭子？